in boxing, but I do think when you actually come up against a proper serious boxer, and I suspect that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. may be that person, it could all come crashing down.
Piers, is that you think that your opinion matters?
No, I don't think it's good. I think he train hard, but it's not good fighter.
The point is, I think he's coming into this fight with the right approach, with the right mindset.
Boxing insiders are betting Jake Paul gets slept in round 5 by Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. They say Chavez's power, experience, and boxing brain will completely break Jake down. Some even call this the moment Jake finally gets exposed. No YouTube hype, just a real beating from a real boxer.
So I've just interviewed your opponent, Julio, very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man, you know, he's a dumbass. And so it's going to be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. didn't hold back. He straight up said Jake Paul's boxing skills aren't impressive. Yeah, Jake trains hard, but Chavez says that doesn't mean much. Real boxing, he claims, is about instinct, rhythm, and years of war in the ring. Things Jake just doesn't have. In Chavez's eyes, Jake's still playing dress-up in a real fighter's world.
But one thing I've gotten off him during this week is that he's viewing this fight as at least a pathway to some form of redemption. He's not going to get all his fans back. He's not going to redeem himself on the eyes of the fans of his father. But if he can beat Jake Paul and beat him convincingly, maybe don't think quite so much about quitting against Daniel Jacobs or against Fanfara or that terrible performance against Anderson Silva. Like, I think the point is, I think he's coming into this fight with the right approach, with the right mindset. I promise you, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is not just here for a payday. He is not just here to collect a check and to get whitewashed by Jake Paul over 10 rounds. He's coming to win. He may not win. Jake could turn out to be even better than maybe people generally think, but he's coming to win, and I think it's going to be a competitive fight.
Piers Morgan just joined the crowd calling out Jake Paul's boxing career. He didn't sugarcoat it. Jake still hasn't fought a real boxer in their prime. According to Piers, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is that first real test, and the buzz in the boxing world? Julio's got the skills and smarts to finally shut Jake up and expose the hype for what it is, fake.
YouTube this, YouTube that, Disney that. This shit is not a joke. I'm knocking out the best of the best, beating all of these people time in and time again. And it's about time that you old heads and all these fucking boxers who think they know about the sport put some respect on my name.
Yeah, but you're not going to look, you're going to make a ton of money. Listen, I think as a businessman, you are brilliant, right? I give you full credit for that. When you took on Mike Tyson as a business enterprise, there's no argument. You absolutely crushed the numbers, crushed the money and everything else. But the idea that you can say on the one hand, I'm a killer, I get in the ring with the best people, and you get in the ring with a guy who's 50, he's literally nearly as old as me.
I'm not talking about Mike Tyson, I'm talking about Anderson Silva, Tyrone Woodley, champions in their sport, Golden Gloves champions, Ryan Borland, Andre August, undefeated fighters. The list goes on and on.
What great boxer have you been in the ring with?
Former world champion on Saturday, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., son of the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, besides me, of course. Like, I don't know what you guys want to see. I tried to fight Canelo. He ducked out of it. You asked him about that. You said he's going to kill me. So what do you want? You're laughing when you say, oh, Jake is going to fight Canelo. I think you would kill him. But then you're like, oh, you're not fighting this guy. You're the problem here with this whole situation and criticism of my career. I'm trying to fight the best people, and that's why Chavez is here on Saturday. I want Canelo. I want Anthony Joshua. I want all these people. It's been 5 years in this sport.
But the problem is, the only proper boxer you fought was Tommy Fury, and he beat you. And he's not even the best. He's not even the best fighter in his family.
Golden Gloves champion Andre August, Ryan Borland as well. Anderson Silva was an undefeated boxer. I mean, you can sit there and make up shit, but you actually don't know your facts. I've fought multiple boxers with professional records, and including Mike Tyson himself, who I think is going to be a harder fight than Chavez.
Legendary trainer Robert Garcia didn't mince words. He said Chavez Jr. doesn't even need to do anything special to beat Jake Paul. Just show up and box. Garcia believes the skill gap is that big. With his experience, natural talent, and fight IQ, Chavez is a real threat, and Jake? He's just not seasoned enough to survive against a real pro.
I love that dude. He's cool as f***. I love that dude. He's gonna win.
Okay, if he wins, what does it say?
Nothing. Chavez gonna win.
What does that say if he beats Jake Paul?
Not much. Just a good win. A lot of millions of dollars, and then maybe do a rematch, which is bad. Make a lot of money.
Even boxing legend Manny Pacquiao made his pick, and it's not Jake Paul. He's backing Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. all the way. Pacquiao says the difference in real fight experience is massive, and Julio's pedigree makes him the clear favorite. When a Hall of Famer like Pacquiao speaks, it hits hard, and he clearly thinks Jake doesn't belong at this level.
But yeah. Asking about Jake Paul. Who do you got in the Jake Paul fight?
Jake Paul and Chavez. Julio. Viva Julio.
Viva Julio!
Julio.
Bro, chat.
Julio's winning.
Oh, that's Manny's manager. He's putting it out there.
I'll see you Saturday night. Viva Julio.
Boxing insiders say Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. isn't just coasting on his famous last name this time. Forget what the haters said. He's locked in. Training like Jake Paul is a serious threat. No shortcuts, no laziness. He's taking Jake dead serious. And that's scary, because when a seasoned fighter brings real focus, the hype train usually crashes hard.
He knows exactly what to do. Jake Paul just fought against Mike Tyson, who didn't even throw one punch. This is not Mike Tyson. You are gonna get your ass whooped.
No hay manera de que le gane Jake Paul.
There is no way Jake Paul can.
Esta preparación que hizo Julio, Jake Paul no la sabe, ¿entiendes?
This camp, Jake Paul doesn't
va a
know
salir
it.
a tirarle chingazos y Jake Paul va a andar corriendo como gallina.
Julio's gonna go in throwing some serious punches, and you're gonna be running like a chicken without a head.
Veteran fighter Gabe Rosado broke it down. Experience wins big fights. He admitted Jake has youth and hype, but Julio's lived through real wars, title fights, bloodbaths, and the brutal grind of pro boxing. Rosado made it clear, no YouTube training camp or fake exhibition can prepare Jake for what's coming. Julio's battle scars are real, and that's something Jake just can't fake.
I really don't know his habits. You know, he has a bad track record on, preparing. But look, man, if Chavez comes in at least 60%, then I think Jake really has a fight, because one thing that Chavez has is experience. He may not have the youth, and the agility that Jake has right now, but he does have the experience. And I think that experience will give Jake a problem.
I completely agree with you. I think this is an excellent fight for Jake Paul. Officially, he is 11-1. But he's really like 2-1 as a boxer.
Yeah.
He's fought Tommy Fury. He fought a couple of no-name cruiserweights. I guess if you want to throw Mike Perry into that list, you can say he's 3-1. But against guys that are traditional boxers, he's a 2-1 fighter.
As the fight draws near, the noise is getting louder, and the pressure's all on Jake Paul. Will this be the night he proves the critics wrong, or the moment his boxing fantasy gets shattered for good? One thing's certain, Chavez Jr. isn't coming to play. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we'll be breaking down every punch, every round, and every shocking moment as it happens.